Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite style educator, fashion enthusiast and luxury addict, Katie Lux. What's up guys? I'm so thrilled to be back with you on doing another week's video. And as you can see by the lovely red boxes behind me, the team is red today. We'll be doing a luxury unboxing, which is Cartier. We have a lot of few pieces here. You guys, I do not know if I'm going to go through the entirety of everything that I have here to unbox in this video, because you guys don't watch the entirety of my videos. And if you guys start watching the entirety of my videos, I'm happy to do that rather than do it in two parts. Whoever that's tuning in is new here and you want to know all about me, a lot of fashion content, I do a lot of luxury content as well. You guys want to have a Q&A to really get to know me and get to know who I am and how I am able to afford all of these. Follow me on my Instagram, follow me over on my TikTok, also subscribe to my LTK, follow me over there as well, and follow me over on Pinterest, and you can ask all your questions there and I will happy to do that a video personally dedicated to that, which you can comment in the comment section here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. For my returning subscribers, I love you guys to the moon and back. Also hype this video up, comment, share, like. I have said it is the year of the horse. It's 2026. I've said all of that last year that I will be building my wild gold jewelry stack, and believe you me, whatever I say actually really do come to the past, and that's how much my words are powerful. Be in white gold. I'm going to tell you in terms of pricing as well for white gold, and you guys may not know that white gold is much more expensive than yellow gold due to various reasons. I will dedicate another video in regards to that. If you do decide to buy white gold, to bear in mind buying white gold, price range and all those other stuff. But today's video will just be dedicated in the unboxing. So first thing first, I'm going to start off with Bvlgari. Here is one piece that I've gotten from Bvlgari. It's my first piece from Bvlgari. I've never owned anything from Bvlgari before. I am a heavy Cartier addict, lover, and also for Hermes, but mainly Cartier, because Cartier jewels hold their value way more than any other brand. So in the top range for reselling your brand, if you want to invest in quality jewels or jewelry, Cartier, I would recommend Cartier to anybody, because you do get value back for your money, especially if it's in pristine condition rather than other jewelry house. Very known for, of course, some of their diamonds, their jewels, but it's in the top range, but in my opinion it's not up there like that, because it's not easy selling on Bvlgari pieces as it is for Cartier pieces. Cartier has hold its value and will always continue to hold its value. This is what you get the receipt for this piece. I will mention how much the piece cost here. Also, if this video kind of takes you off, you could just click out. It probably not be for you. And if you have an issue with how much people spend on their pieces or whatever, I don't know, like, you probably should click out. These pieces, everything I'm buying will be an heirloom, because I am planning in the future hopefully to have a daughter, so that all of that will be passed down on to her. Really nice travel pouch here. Ooh, I'm gonna like travel pouch. I can show that there. It's not magnetic, so it comes here with the button, so for extra security or whatever. Gorgeous piece. I really do love white gold. As you can see, this is really stunning there. The diamond look effortlessly chic. I'm not too sure if the camera is picking that up properly for you to see the beauty of that. Is absolutely stunning. When I did get into white gold, I do love how well it shines and how gorgeous it looks against with the diamond. It do looks nice with yellow diamond, but I just love the glisten, the shine of white diamonds on white gold. But when I did really start doing my deep research on white gold, I realized that it's a lot of care you have to do with white gold, and it's not could take that much shaping as is with yellow gold. But again guys, I'm just briefly highlighting that here. I'm going to do a dedicated video in regards to that. This piece here, I believe it's in 0.08 diamonds, 43 diamonds, carry 0.08 I believe. Don't quote me, I'm gonna really like correct myself. And I'm going to put it on the screen here. It do comes with the double loop there. Sales associate did note to me that the loop on Bvlgari, immediately that people would think that this is where the hook goes into, but she said if you add the clasps, the hook into the hole there, it damages the entire necklace and it adds too much weight and pressure onto it, and that the clasp should go above the hole. It should go above it for placement and for it to stay not inside of it, because that will really damage it, because it keeps gritting against that space in the hook there, and that will degrade the jewelry piece in terms of wear and tear over a period of time, and you will have to pay a lot constantly to replace it. And that's so also, you know, with necklace, you have to be very careful with this necklace. It's quite of a really gorgeous, dainty necklace. It's very, very feminine as well. And with that, you can't just, you know, it's a gem, it's a jewel that you have to, on your neckline, that shows off. So you have to be careful in terms of material, that it don't just keep gritting and pulling backwards and damaging the jewel. It's a really, really nice piece here. I did pay 7,000 British pounds for this piece. It's a gorgeous piece that I absolutely love, and I really, really can't wait to wear it. I do love the Cartier collection, especially their Love collection is one of their not just popular but trending piece, and I love the pieces that they recently come out with in terms of the sizing, except the one that is rather flexible. I just really hate that, and that tends to keep selling out. So when my sales associate pushed it to me, said that is a piece that keeps selling out, I was like, it's something that I'm really not into, and I prefer the classic Love Bracelet piece. Also, another favorite piece from Cartier is they Just Unclued. They Just Unclued is really, really, really extremely popular. A piece that I have here on me in yellow gold, but I wanted something that is really different from the norm, something that screams very classy, minimalist, but still gives that really nice, elegant, sophisticated touch. A piece that is not just popular, not trending, a piece that someone may not think to gravitate to and to get. And this piece here, when he did show me, really did take me by surprise, and I was very much happy that it was not a trending piece. It's a piece that is very much hard to come by, and he did tell me that it sells out quite quickly. This piece here is called the Entisal. If the light could pick that up, I'm not too sure if the light could pick that up. I'm going to try to move the light in. It's called Entisal, and of course I'm going to give you like a different variation so you can see the beauty of this. It's the Entisal bracelet. It's half pave diamonds. I think it's 23 diamonds altogether, or 46 diamonds altogether. I forget the ratio of the diamonds. I'm going to link that on the screen here. It is half pave, as I mentioned, and the other side is in this bold solid white gold piece here. It is absolutely gorgeous, stunning piece. Of course guys, I'm going to show you how it fits on me, and this was also retail for 7,000 British pounds. It's a piece that is very, very hard to come by, and I love the fact that it's not something that is popular and that everyone, literally every person have it. It's a piece that also can't be stacked, but you have to be careful when stacking white gold. It's very, very easy to have wear and tear with white gold, especially when you stack it. So this is my first bracelet piece from Cartier in white gold. I absolutely love that, and I can't wait to style this or stack it with the other piece. And I think this piece here will go very well with their basic love bracelet in a more of a medium size range. I am going to show you on the screen when I went into Cartier and the different pieces and bangles that I tried on. And I also went into Tiffany as well and tried on other their white gold pieces. I did find, funny enough, that a lot of these jewelry houses don't do platinum bracelets. They only do platinum jewelries when it comes to rings. They more do white gold in terms of earring, bracelet and necklaces, which is rather strange because white gold already is that expensive and platinum is even more expensive than white gold. So I don't understand why these jewel houses don't just do platinum and just charge the price, because with platinum you'll get much more longevity in terms of your jewels and you could wear it as an everyday piece rather than a statement type of piece. And if you do tend to wear it on the daily, you have to be minded that you have to take it back, polish it constantly and put it back in its rightful box. I do really want to hear your thoughts on some of the pieces, if it's something that you're going to get, if it's something that you love, is a piece or a jewelry color that you're going to start to investing in on, or if you guys want me to give my knowledge or share my knowledge in white gold, what you should consider before buying a white gold. But this is it for this video. Again, I don't want this video to exhibit in terms of a long time that you guys just click out. But so I'm going to be doing this video in different parts and series. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, is your favorite fashion enthusiast and luxury addict, Cartier lover, KD Lux. I can't wait to do another unboxing for you guys to show you guys a huge surprise that I have. Until next time, bye.